pause the stream.
I can
Pause the
Pause it.
podcast.
Use
I'm
your
keeping this
powers.
part
Use
in.
your
Yes, I
enemies.
paused.
Hey, hello, what's up?
Hi. We're the
That seems
Straight
like the
Man
good way to start it.
Podcast.
That's
I'm
amazing.
Nick. In the middle of the table.
I'm Oz or Fritz, and I'm at the right side of the table.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm on the left.
Stop being shy.
I'm very shy.
Be shy.
I'm very shy. I don't like
All
new
right,
people.
podcast
like you.
go.
This is our first podcast.
Make it so number one.
This is our first podcast, episode 1 of the Straight Man Podcast. For context, it isn't that we're straight, it's a word in art, which means straight.
Yeah.
For a regular picture. I think that's how it works.
It basically means background character.
Yes.
Yes.
We're back. We're the background
Oh,
characters.
that works because we're all background characters. I get it.
Exactly.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah.
You remember the
I
time?
remember.
Do
I
you remember the time? Hey, Peter, remember the time?
It was like that one time
That one time where my mom made some steak.
I love tea.
Well, this reminds me of that
Okay,
one time.
Brett.
Let's get into our first topic. Let's see. Our first topic was you, Fritz?
Oh, me?
Yes, you were first on the Discord, so I'm making you go first
Oh,
out of peer
Okay,
pressure.
I'm gonna tell a story about what happened to me today and why I'm so tired right now.
Explain.
I'm engaged by the story already.
Quick content warning. Something a little bit sussy happened on the bus today.
That's pretty sus.
It was so my brother was like, "Hey, let's go to Game Mania," which is some game store that's like a bus ride away from our house.
Is that a Canadian
It takes a
thing?
bit to get there,
Like
so
is that a
they
no
sell
thing?
video games and stuff that we don't see everywhere else. So I was like, "All right, sick, let's go." I actually
Also,
ended
like
up getting
GameStop
Garfield cart
exchange.
from there. It was totally worth it. The trip for Garfield cart.
Wait, you
Gar-
play Garfield Kart?
I just got it today.
What?
You don't even
that's
play
definitely
Garfield
worth it.
Kart?
It's 100% worth it. It's
I'm
Garfield.
playing it now.
I
You're
love
playing it.
Garfield
How
Kart.
dare you?
I'm gonna play it. But yeah, on the way to that store, we didn't realize quite what time it was. So, in Toronto, a lot of high schoolers and middle schoolers take public transit to get to school and get home.
Yeah.
So if it's close to 3 o'clock, a bunch of kids are going to be coming home. And this is what happened. So there was a bus full of high schoolers, and I hadn't been in there. I hadn't been in something like that for like years at this point. So I was like, oh, okay, this is a little anxiety inducing. But right before all the high schoolers got on, this guy came on, and he had like his nails painted and his clothes were kind of weird, and he kept like falling into the seats and lying on the floor until eventually he got to the back where me and my siblings were, and kind of like laid down on 2 of the seats. And I was like, all right. And I was like, maybe it's someone who's like going through a rough time, right? And I thought maybe they're trying to take a nap or something. And so the bus fills up with high schoolers, and now I'm looking around, and this whole bus ride, I want to point out, I am talking in a Mickey Mouse voice to my brother, and he's doing a Goofy voice. So we're going back and forth like, well, hi, Goofy, how are you? And I like peek over, and the guy's jacking off
Oh my god. Are you serious?
That's pretty sus.
so much. And I'm like, okay, now to do everything to alleviate my siblings seeing this, because I don't want them to see this. So I'm
What
like,
do you mean?
all right, making sure. So and I'm not breaking character. I promised I'd do the Mickey voice the whole bus ride, so I was doing it. I was like, oh, okay. And then we got off the bus, and I like brought them to the side, and I was like, hey guys. So that's what happened today, and it made today feel really, really long.
I like to imagine the bad ending is just you going in the Mickey Mouse voice, being like, he's jacking off!
He's jacking off.
Of course. He's jacking off in the middle of
Yeah.
the bus.
He was goofy. He literally turned to me and he was like, oh, what the fuck?
This reminds me of a lot. I think I've heard there was a law in Canada. I'm not gonna bring it up. I'm not gonna talk about it now, but
No.
I just want to
explain.
remember that.
I'll just tell you, this is not the weirdest thing I've seen on public transit since I started taking it. I've
Public
seen
transit
worse.
is fun.
It's really
It's
fun.
fucked.
Buddy,
It's
I
fun.
have a story that could rival it. I don't think it does, but I want to bring it up anyway.
Go ahead.
When I used to
We'll
live in
talk about TV public transit stories.
Ooh, the transit. So basically, I was like at least 7 or 8, so this is like 2 years ago now. And yeah, I was coming home from school, my mom and my sister, and we noticed this guy's on the bus making like a very serious face. So my mom's like moving us over to like more the front of the bus, away from the seats, and this guy like basically stumbles off the bus. Like they're kind of in the fashion you were explaining, but we go back to go sit in our seats now that he's gone, and we all start to smell something. Bus driver's like, "What does that smell?" And we look at the seat. There is just it. By the way, New York public buses are like blue seated. This seat was watery brown because he took a shit on
Gross, gross.
it. It was so there's usually like 3 seats that each people can get on, like towards the front of the bus. They were just brown. It was great.
Oh, no.
Yes, a nice light watery brown.
It was beautiful.
Man's shitted on
Nice
the
to know
bus.
someone was painting a tree trunk on the front of the bus.
I just want
It's a happy little
everyone
accident.
to know that I was sitting
Now
next to
that's
him
a
while he was
log.
doing that. That's like my favorite part of this story is that I didn't know he was doing that. I just know that my mom told me to move because he was making a very serious face, and I'm just
Oh, it was like literally mid shitting.
I'm just thinking I'm just 8-year-old Nick. I'm over here like, oh, he's just a very serious man, not knowing that he could either be a crackhead, he could be a man taking a shit on the seat. No, he's just a guy taking
Just
a
some
shit on
guy.
the seat.
Just some serious business looking guy.
But you see, the reason I bring this story up is for the sheer power that he had to have done. He was wearing jeans. So he had forced this out of his jeans to be able to spread from not one, but all 3 seats to make it stain.
Wait, so did you tell me he pulled out his pants and went like...
No, he did pull out his pants. They were on.
Wait, did he do it through his jeans?
Yes.
What? Oh, God.
I'm
why
wearing
it's
jeans
so
right now, and I must say
impressive.
that is
Did he
impressive.
manage to?
That is
He
impressive.
didn't consume all 3 seats, but the one seat had like a stain, and then the other seats, even the seat I was sitting on, I assume like after I got up, it spread, and like, yeah.
The corruption.
Okay, so
No,
do you think the serious face was him trying to shit or trying not to shit and failing?
I like to imagine he was just forcing
Or
it
just
out.
some crackhead shit.
It's Queens. I like to imagine he just doesn't have a home, and he's like, okay, everyone shall get a show today.
Here's
Yeah.
the space.
No, whenever I go into, I rarely go into Cleveland, but like proper Cleveland itself. But whenever I do, I at least see one homeless man, and like one that I see regularly is one that looks like Santa Claus.
Oh, those are the best ones. They're usually the nice ones.
No, he's always wearing red.
He's the best type of hobo. I love those.
and I'll always just like glance at him at least once.
Only once you don't make conversation?
Yeah.
I'm too. My dad just. My dad would always be like, don't engage with the
No,
hobos.
just like pull
Don't
you away.
engage. You should engage him more.
My dad would be like that too.
He's trying to, but then again, I haven't seen him in a long time, and every time I saw him, I was with my dad, and my dad is like, I'm very stupid, and I'll do very stupid things, and my dad is trying
Right.
to make me not do that.
Friends with him.
All right, I got another. Here it's called the TTC, the Toronto Transit Central, or whatever the fuck that stands for. So this other time we were coming back from a big mall. I was with my cousin and my siblings and my brother's girlfriend, and the subways are, well, as everyone knows, a lot of public transit is just like really privy to really strange people, and sometimes it can just be people going through a rough time, mental breakdowns, or crackheads and stuff like that. So this person came up to us, was like going up to other people and going, "Are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy?" Like right in their face, to the point where a bunch of people like got off to get on a different train. So me and my cousin were like sitting there, right? And my twin was pretending to be asleep. My brother was on his phone. But me and my cousin, who his name is Jansen, we were kind of just like, "Uh-oh, we don't have anything to do," because we're like holding this thing on our laps that he got from the mall. And
Oh no!
I'm
Wait, was
wearing
it
a pair of
Garfield, or is this a
sunglasses,
different
which is an
story?
essential tool on the bus. Always bring sunglasses, because then people can't make eye contact with you, and that's how they get you.
Wait, was
So
the
she
object
comes up to
Garfield?
Jansen, and she's like talking about something. So I just take off my sunglasses, hand them to Jansen, dig into my backpack, and pull out a second pair of sunglasses. And I'll never forget what she said to me, like right after that. You're just like my father, just like you did to my mom. And I was like, what? Like I didn't say anything, obviously. I was just like, all right.
You
And then they
blush.
left, and I was like, And that's how you do it.
I want to, part of me wants to have that experience, but part of
You
me also
don't. It's
knows that
so awkward.
no, just like for the like know what it feels like, but I also know that I won't because I am so good at becoming wallpaper and avoiding eye contact.
Wait, are we talking about meeting a crackhead, or are we talking about just being on the bus?
I'm
Meeting a
talking about people
crackhead.
on the bus because that's the only time I've ever
I've
met people
I've
like
met
that.
crackheads, but they've never interacted with me.
Crackheads are cool. At least the ones all the crackheads I've met have either done weird things that are funny, or like just existed, and their purpose is all I care about.
I'm trying to think of like crackhead stories where I like a good one, but all I can think of is that one time where I was walking along the street and I just saw a fish on the ground.
That's worth the crackhead
Just
story.
in,
It's worth
I
it.
was
No, that's
I was walking home
amazing.
from the
Why?
bar with.
More.
No, I almost said something incriminating. Though it sounds incriminating. I'm just gonna flip through my phone and try to find it.
If you find it,
It'd
we'll
be
come back
incriminating
to
because,
it.
like, I was walking home after doing illegal drugs.
I was totally not illegally drinking at the bar.
The truth come out.
Booze is the name of it.
Does the
I mean,
truth come
wasn't.
out? Alex is a drug addict, confirmed.
T- my brain's diverted. Stinky angry man.
Little cat.
For the audio listeners of the future, we love you to death. We just been sent a picture by Alex of a cat that's very
We'll put it
blurry.
in the video.
It's beautiful.
Blurry
Yes, just put
cat.
it on the TV.
Oh, we could put on the TV. Audio
Then go like
listeners,
onto the TV when it's time.
you're gonna see
Here
it
it
now.
is.
Oh my
Whoa!
god.
That's a
Oh
real
no.
fish.
That's just a whole fucking fish.
I mean, we
That
lived
is
by the
so
lake, so we
cool.
just assumed that me and my dad would just assume that it was dropped out of the sky by some bird.
That's the fact that that can happen is kind of amazing.
I think that's the
It's a
best
regular
part.
occurrence over here on the shore,
You name it.
Wow.
and
You
it's
name it.
and and I'm gonna say, its eyes are missing and its head was hollow.
That happens a lot.
In
I've seen a
fact,
lot
I
of
think that
stuff
gunk
like
on the ground is it what was inside of his head.
Why its head just
that.
busted open.
It wasn't busted open. It was just everything had gone through the orifices.
Looks like he's
All
having a
right.
good time.
I think it's a good time for now we
Yes,
can
I think it's time
shift
to change the topic.
Let's change
Yeah,
the topic.
Nick, it's your turn.
Yay! Okay,
And
so
then we'll come back around.
mine is a
Yay.
question. What TV shows are you guys currently watching?
I'm trying to get into Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, it's so good. It's actually amazing.
I'm also rewatching Monty Python's Flying Circus. I also recently finished Star Trek: The Next Generation.
I can't get into Star
Ooh.
Trek. Being a Star Wars fan, it like hurts me to look at Star Trek and like say I'm a Star Wars fan. I feel like I'm betraying like the Star Wars fandom if I watch Star Trek.
Oh no, you're not.
Oh, okay.
Just
I'm gonna
get
do
ready to
it.
just be ready to be called a nerd by both sides.
I don't even care if people
Oh,
call me a nerd. It's Star Wars.
I didn't want to say
Whatever.
this until the cast started because I thought it'd be funnier. I don't watch shows ever. I live under a
What?
rock. I
Really?
mostly watch SpongeBob, like old SpongeBob, and
Fair enough.
lately I've been watching old, like forgotten Oswald cartoons because that's my like hyperfix. But I mostly live on YouTube and horror stories.
I agree. I do that too. That's pretty
Oh,
average. Pretty normal.
But that's all I
SG-1.
do.
That's fine.
I didn't continue that.
I
Have you guys ever heard of Stargate?
Isn't that a
No,
game?
tell us about it.
Stargate. It basically, Ancient Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ones that
That's
brought
the entire
aliens?
storyline.
Ah.
It is Disney's Atlantis, but in outer space.
Oh, they were
Ooh.
talking. There's a movie
And
that Disney made that's basically Atlantis, but better. And it's called Treasure Planet. And I thought you were talking about
I've
that.
seen that movie.
Treasure
it's
Planet's
no, it's
really
not Treasure
good.
Planet.
I know, but I've
In
seen
fact,
that
I could
movie.
actually no, I can make direct parallels between characters in Atlantis and characters from Stargate.
I love Treasure Planet.
Milo is
Write us an
just
essay.
Daniel.
Damn, Daniel.
In fact,
Damn, Daniel.
I love
no,
Daniel.
Daniel something or other. He's the archaeologist that makes the whole thing possible.
There's an archaeologist in the movie too. He's the main
Yes,
character. I think
I have a
I
Stargate.
think your movie
I have a
ripped off my
Stargate. I have
movie.
Stargate coasters.
Oh, I don't think I know that
Here
one.
also, I'm taking a picture of one.
Well, if anything,
Stargate.
I'm watching One Piece.
They're like really old.
Oh
This
no, did
the
I
whole
miss
thing
this
is really old. I
again?
think it started in the 90s.
Is it still going?
I think.
We've
Oh
lost
no,
Fritz.
Fritz
We
has
lost
abandoned
Fritz.
us.
He has returned.
They have returned.
We've
It
gone
kicked me out.
gone for 10
I'm
years.
back.
He was gone for
That is
10 years.
That is a good question. I should probably ask. What are your pronouns?
What do you mean?
Mine are he, him.
Oh, all right.
Gunter.
Gunter pronoun.
Gunder.
Or when I'm
Quigley,
angry, I'm Bunter.
Quigley down Gunder.
What about you, Alex?
Hmm.
What are
Okay.
your pronouns, bro?
My brain didn't register, Alex. I thought you were talking to Nick for a second.
Answer the question.
I don't care what my pronouns are. I have no idea.
Alright, you shall be known as asparagus then.
Yes.
No, call me Alex.
Don't mind the crinkling.
I'll get
I'm getting
it. I'll
some
get
chips.
it. But I
love
just need to
crinkling.
pay attention to it. I was busy paying attention to my Stargate coaster.
Well, it's time
This
for
really
yours.
old
Well, we're
cup
gonna
of
have to
tea.
make you look away from it because it's your turn for your topic.
Ah,
Peer
Uh-oh.
pressure.
what was my topic?
Embarrassing stories from your childhood.
Hmm.
In the origin
Did I
of
tell
the
you about how I
Antivax
used to
movement.
eat cat food?
Okay, this is more
You
important than your
mentioned it.
childhood. I need to know about cat food.
Tell
No, I
me.
used to eat cat food.
Yes, I need to know more about it.
Explain.
It's. I still can taste what I still know what cat food tastes like,
Was it good?
and it's interesting. It's I'm not sure how to describe it. You just need to eat cat food to know.
Is it delicious?
You still snack on it like from time to time?
No, I just remember what it tastes is like. I can eat something and feel like, this tastes like cat food, and
Does
sometimes
it
it's
taste
good
like
and
how it
sometimes it's
smells?
not. It depends on what the item is.
Was it like a what is it something like you would still eat or like have you stopped eating it or is it still a
I
thing that's
stopped
going?
eating it.
Oh,
This is
okay.
when I was a baby.
Whoa, wait. Dry cat food or wet cat food?
Oh, this is also true.
I've only heard stories about dry.
Oh,
Wet
so
has
you heard.
neither been confirmed nor denied.
Oh, okay. Well,
But yeah, I used to sneak cat food because I was a sneaky little bastard, and for some reason I just ate it.
it was like 2 in the morning. George Lopez is on. You need something to eat. You just go get cat food.
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't remember why. No one in my family knows why. It's just that's the entire that's all my stories. I did it for some reason. Nobody knows why.
Sounds
There's also
intention.
another
It
thing
sounds
that
like you
I
wanted
did as
attention
a
for it.
child, which there's another thing I did. I, another thing involving cats that I did was I one time I pissed in the cat box. No one found
Oh
out.
no!
No one found out. I got away with it scot free.
What is with all the cat
Another
stuff?
clean getaway.
Why'd you piss in the cat box?
I had to pee and someone was using the bathroom.
Oh. Did it?
That's the only one I remember why, and it's
Is
the
it
only one I
ruined?
haven't gotten caught for. No one has known except for you two. That's why I must kill you now.
I want to die.
I accept this fate.
I want to know more about the cat stuff. Was there any other cat scenarios such
Yeah,
as
does
like?
cat food taste how it smells?
Oh, true.
No,
Why?
actually,
Oh,
maybe
I knew
Is
it
it
was
depends
gonna
on
better?
the
be a
cat food.
lie.
Is it better?
It tastes better
No.
than it smells.
Whoa.
No way. Sometimes
It,
when my cat comes back and I get a little snack, I'm like, oh, you ate food. I can smell it on your little kitty
eat the
tongue.
cat food. Find out.
I don't.
Do you
I
want
have
to?
a.
Should I do that right now? Should I go eat cat food right now on
Yeah.
podcast? All
Definitely
right.
done.
Then again, your taste
Oh.
buds change after a while, so it might not be the same.
Is
If
dog
it tastes
food?
horrible and yucky, I'm blaming both of you.
I have
Why,
dog
Nick?
food.
I should only be the only one with blame.
What do you mean?
'Cause it's
I want
funnier
all
that
the
way.
blame. It must be all mine.
You call the believe
All
one.
right, fine.
Welcome to the cat food segment. We'll
Should I eat a red
Gourmet
piece,
cat.
a brown piece, or a beige piece?
comes in different colors.
Do you have different
Yeah,
colors?
The
We only
red.
had like shit brown.
Eat the rich. Eat the red
So
one.
eat the brown one.
Eat
I'll
the
eat
red
the brown
one.
one.
Eat the
Alright.
blood.
Eat the red pill.
The red one.
The red pill.
All right. I'm gonna do it. I'm
Do it.
nervous now. Why am I nervous? I got
Do
water.
it.
I'll be fine.
Worst case scenario, you
Hmm.
get food poisoning.
Worst case scenario, it tastes good.
I've had
Worst
food
case
poisoning
scenario,
before. It wasn't
you
so bad.
die,
I've had food
Hmm.
poisoning
and it
4
tastes good.
times.
Ew, it has a really strong meat aftertaste.
Yeah,
But like, what kind of what do we meat? What do you mean? Like chicken, or are we talking about like steak?
It's steak,
Oh, that's
and
not
I don't eat
bad.
steak often, so I'm like, whoa.
Oh, okay. Is it a good aftertaste or
I
is it a
eat a
bad
lot of
one?
meat.
Personally, I don't like it.
Okay.
For me, it's
It's kind of like
ambiguous.
almost like gravy mushroomy, which is weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It also probably depends on the flavor of cat food.
Yeah.
What flavor was the cat food that you had, or do you not
I don't
remember?
remember. It was so long ago.
Find the cat
It's
food.
stuck in my teeth. I'll never get rid of the taste.
Oh God, no! I remember. I forgot my other story. What was it?
Plain.
Let me read this. Tastes like chicken, salmon, turkey, and ocean fish.
Was it
Now I'm gonna be
crunchy?
known as the cat food guy on stream forever, even though you're the one who did it first.
I'm just
I
gonna
did it. I did it before it was cool.
first.
This is not cool.
It is
It
cool
wasn't as
now.
horrible as I was expecting, but it's not great either.
We'll become famous, and then it'll be cool.
This is not. This is not very cash money of it.
I like how in the first episode we just ate cat food.
Cat food. That's gonna be our. That's gonna be our defining trait. We eat cat food.
Yes,
I'll never eat the cat food, but maybe when we
eat
when we
cat
reach a
food.
million
Go out and buy
subscribers,
cat food and eat it all.
I will eat the cat food at a million subscribers, and then I'll buy a cat and eat the food.
And eat the
Oh, I
cat.
thought you were gonna eat the cat.
Do both.
Eat the food in front of the cat, and then eat the cat.
I have one bad cat. I used to hate cats.
Oh, I remember my
Like-
story.
Oh, okay. Go.
It's before I forget. A cat that I used to have, Edward. I used to like do this thing where I called it fishing for cats, and literally I would just pull a string over the side of the bed or an arm of a
Oh
couch,
yeah.
and I just like dangle it over and just like pull it back really fast.
Then you jump out and grab it.
Yeah, and or he'd like grab it and then he get pulled up with it.
I'm gonna reveal.
And one
hidden-
time when he did that, and I was on my bed. He instead of grabbing the rope, he kind of overshot and stabbed right into my finger.
Oh my god, I know that feeling. Need no longer string.
No longer.
And it hurt so much, and I cried so
My little
much.
guy's been with us for 10 years and he used to attack our toes when we go to sleep.
That
my
sounds
l-
cool though.
My little
We had
baby
to
boy,
carry a spray bottle to
son,
get him to go
my
away. He doesn't do it
my
anymore.
child Edward is sadly no longer with us.
Edward.
So is
Yeah, my baby's still
Moaik
there.
also died last year
Aw. Now everything's
I can't say the
sad.
time stamp.
unexpectedly and for unknown reasons
Stepped on him.
Oh,
Confirmed.
did you
in the
know about it?
middle of the night.
You stepped on him. Confirmed. I confirm it
I
here.
did not
Kept
step.
literally on the
I did not
podcast
stomp
right
on
now,
him.
he
I
was
did
just
not
very
stomp on him
quiet.
just for kicks. I totally did not. I totally did not stomp on him for sexual reasons.
We've come out.
Sexual
and
cat
killed it.
stomping? I stopped paying attention for half a second.
Apparently, a cat died, or one of the cats died, and it was stomped on.
Two
by
cats
somebody.
died.
Cat is dead.
What will he do now?
Right.
Also, I keep hearing like stories about how like oral sex with animals is legalized in Canada.
I've never heard of that.
Canadian, please confirm or deny.
For real, Canadian.
I don't know. I really hope not.
I've seen it in several news articles. There must be
I
something
don't
behind
want. I
that.
don't want it to be legal to put peanut butter on your balls and let the dog lick it. That's horrible.
As it comes,
That's you know what? That is the exact case that happened in.
Oh man.
Is this like
I don't know.
knowledge that people are just doing it with their cats?
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know.
You're the certified
This is the first time I've heard of
Canadian.
it.
You should know.
Canadians know everything.
This is also.
This should
true.
be what I know, whether or not you can fuck your dog.
Yes.
Actually, let's get into Canadian stuff.
Well, from my
No, it
current
can't be
knowledge, no,
we're
you cannot
Americans.
fuck your dog.
I want more.
We're
news
Americans.
about
It's not whether
Canadians.
we can fuck our dogs. It's whether you can fuck your dog.
I can't. I don't want to,
No, that's
and I'm not
China. They
going
fuck
to.
they
And
fuck
legally,
animals
I
in
also
China and eat
cannot.
them. That is a China thing. They fuck animals and eat them. and it's like literally proven that they'll literally eat dogs and cats and fuck them. It's like a
Pretty
real
sure there's
thing.
some like state. I forget if it's Alabama or not. That's like you're legally allowed to fuck a goat or something.
Alabama sounds like the state that would have that. That just seems like an
Yeah.
Alabama
You want to know what
trait.
the odd thing is about Alabama?
What?
Incest is illegal there.
What?
Yeah, incest is
Really?
illegal in Alabama.
Wait, illegal or legal?
Illegal.
Oh, okay. Wait,
It
hold
is
on. What?
unlegal.
Really?
For real.
Alabama is like the state of incest.
Yeah, like from
I mean,
everything that
it's illegal. It doesn't mean they don't do it.
it doesn't mean they
True.
don't do it.
But you know, like, when you hear there's a law in place for a thing like that, you would think there would be like some precaution to prevent it, at least somehow. But like, if it has that title of being like the animal or like the incest state, you would think they would do something. You know?
Do you think like cops come into people's houses like, hey, leave room for Jesus? What the fuck are you doing?
The cat. Wait, no, that's China.
I remember there was like one state where they specifically outlawed having sex with a porcupine.
But a porcupine?
Why? Why would that have to be a rule? Like it should, but also why?
And I just remember
What?
Salmonella doing a bit about that, where just the police break down the door. It's like, whoa, guys, chill out. I'm actually a hedgehog.
There needs to be
Sonic the
context to
Hedgehog.
that. Like, why
I'm
are they-
actually a
why is that
hedgehog, so
happening?
it's okay.
Wait. For that to happen, they did a law. That means multiple people had to have done it, and it had to be like a known thing that reoccurrently happens. So
Yeah.
someone,
And
so
that
Wondering
was
why
a
I
problem.
signed this
that literally
It
means
became an
that it
epidemic.
became a problem.
Mick, I am fucking
Ugh.
melting.
If animals can, if like, if they words, if they fuck them, and like they nut, do we get hybrid, or does the sperm not work with animal?
Oh, it don't work.
It don't work.
I mean,
I
monkey,
know a bit
maybe.
about this stuff.
With monkey,
No.
maybe.
I was
But with
interested.
other animal, no.
No,
Can it work
monkey
with
don't work either. They're very, very different from us biologically.
Oh yeah, right.
I say like I want to do it, but at the same time, I'm just more
If
interested.
you're old enough, yes, monkey do work.
I want to wake up and I want to hear the first hybrid humans born. I want to see like an elephant with like an elephant head on a human body.
Some horses can't even breed with each other. Like that's how specific it has to be sometimes.
Really?
I just
Yeah.
all I know the only crossbreeding I know of like between humans and another species is humans and Neanderthals.
Well, those are like
Yeah,
those
well,
originate
yeah,
from the
those
same
are
shaped
gay.
human.
Hmm?
There are some like early versions of humans, like the earlier models that still exist.
Earlier models of humans.
Wait, what?
But it's real. There's some humans like we're known as like the what are we
Homo sapiens.
we're Homo sapiens.
Well, technically we're Homo sapiens.
Well, but either way, there's
We're
still some
Homo sapiens
Homo
sapiens.
sapiens with a little bit of the other one. You know, the one with the kind of pushed up forehead with the bigger chin.
Yeah, the
The
Neanderthal.
Rafiki?
Yeah, it's a Neanderthal.
I think simian. I don't even know, but I just know like that. Apparently, there's like a couple people who still have that in their genetics, and you can find it.
Or predominantly the other thing.
Yeah, that's cool though. Like you can
That
like,
is-
you can
that is
jack
cool.
it like you're a
But
whole different
also,
breed. It really
It's
looks like
believable
that.
enough that I can believe it, but I want to fact check that.
It's real. It's real.
Send me proof, please.
Can I find it? Let me look it up.
Please
I'll
do.
find it.
The source, dude, trust me.
I'll look. If anything, I'll look it up after the podcast. We should get to the next topic.
Yes, the origins of the anti-vax movement,
back,
specifically the original
Fritz.
study. I just want to talk about this specifically so I can make it a joke, and it's
Okay.
that in the original study that was done, like that started this whole thing off, was that, or actually no, made it started off the whole widespread nature of the anti-vax movement, because before it was pretty small, and then the media picked up this study and was like, "Whoa, this legitimate scientist was like, is like was like saying
Well,
vaccines are dangerous, or the MMR vaccine specifically." And and in that study, it was like, which is, oh my god, it's so terrible. But it's just like it says that some the MMR vaccine could cause a bowel infection and could wind up leaking through the gut and soaking into the brain, causing autism.
Wait, what? How did it leak into the brain?
It doesn't. It never
That's not how fucking
explains how
biology
that
works.
happens.
That's I'm more interested now because like if for it to leak, it would have to drop down. How is it leaking all the way to the
You have
brain?
to hang upside down.
I mean,
They're
and
not
also,
always
if you have a
upside down,
leaky
though.
gut, if you have a leaky gut, I think you have bigger problems than autism to worry
True.
about,
Yeah.
like infection.
Well, first of all, there's an acidic
Also, and
fluid going to your body. It's managed to cut your stomach. I think there's already a problem there.
anyways, the joke I want to make it involving that is, they call me old leaky gut because I'm autistic as shit. I'm gonna
Okay.
try to find the video that got me looking into this in the first place.
So Fritz, by the way, once we finish this topic, I have a topic that I'm going to take from you because I have a thing that I found out just now that I think is important that everyone should know about.
All right. I'll go after you again then.
Am I free to talk right now?
Yeah. I'll wait my turn patiently.
Okay. So I just want people to know that Toys R Us is opening a second Toys R Us, and it's great.
There's one right by my house. That means nothing to me.
What? How do you know all Toys
I
R
work
Us
at
is
it.
closed down? There's only 2 in the world, and this will be the second one.
There's only 2 in America, dude.
There's only
What?
2 in
Was
America.
it just America?
It's just
Yeah.
America.
Really?
They're all over the place in Canada. There's literally one a walk away from my house. I worked there when I was young in like grade 11.
So it's
There's
so Toys R Us didn't die, just died in America?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just died in America.
How did that even
Yeah.
happen?
Land
I
of the
don't
free
know.
without
Toys
Toys
R
R
been there
Us.
since I was a kid,
That's
so that one's been
confusing.
around.
You want to know
What?
something funny? There's like still VHS stores around here, like Blockbuster stores.
You got
that
a
wouldn't be
Blockbuster
me.
still?
No, not Blockbuster specifically. There's only like one left. If I
There's
remember
only one
correctly.
Blockbuster left in existence, or is that just an American thing
yeah.
too?
It might just be American thing, but I think it's worldwide. But
Okay,
anyways,
okay.
actually, no. I think Blockbuster might have been only in North America.
Well,
Period.
either way, I'm pretty no. Actually, South Park made a joke about it. That there's one last yeah, there's only one more of them, and then in real life now it's a museum. Yeah, it's a museum now, so it definitely is one more.
Anyway, it's called like Family Video and something. I think it shut down recently, or maybe it's still going. I don't know.
5.
I haven't seen that place in like a long time because I don't go along that route anymore. Because I moved up a grade and now I'm at my high school instead of the middle school I went to.
Oh wait, I have a question about high school. Now that you mentioned high school,
What?
so from my high schools at least where I live, it's weird because things are it's weird when I'm gonna say it, it's gonna sound weird. So basically, you start high school, and obviously high school's 4 years, and normally you stay in that building for those 4 years. I went to a building for 1 year. And this is everyone that I went to the school for 1 year, and then went to the main high school for 3 years. Is that
It's separated the grade 9s.
Basically, yeah. Grade 9 was separated for like 1 year, and then they went to the next school, and that's like a normal thing where I am.
That would have been great at mine. Grade 9s fucking suck.
No, it actually sucks. It's horrible.
Oh, I can lead into high school stories about stuff that grade 9s did when I was
Here
grade
we
11.
go. New topic. Here we go. The words.
Topic.
So
in grade 11, when I was in grade 11, that was summer of my grade 11 was right when like Fortnite started becoming popular.
Fortnite?
That's how long ago it was. And some students at the school, there's a programming course at my school, so I would take that, computer programming and stuff like that. We'd write codes. But some kids were mad that they couldn't play Fortnite on like those class computers, so they literally like took off the keyboards, removed letters from them, tied things around the monitors. It was a fucking disaster. So we couldn't do our work. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Because of fucking Fortnite?
Wait, they did it for Fortnite?
Fortnite?
It was all about Fortnite! They were like, we can't play Fortnite? Fuck this.
Just block Fortnite.
They blocked Fortnite like the first day when it got popular. Like I literally mean like the day it became like a thing. It was just gone off all the computers at my school.
Yeah, that's why they destroyed the ones they were mad about it.
Uh, I have a similar story
Instead
involving
of
computers.
I can't play Fortnite. Nobody can.
Play Fortnite. Play V-Bucks. Good day.
normally,
Oh yeah, but
They also sold Fortnite toys at Toys R Us when I was working there.
oh they have those still near me. At the store I went to literally like yesterday. There's just a giant thing of Jonesy. It's great. I love Jonesy. Oh wait, so
egg,
egg?
egg. I'm just seeing egg as spelled EEGS.
Eeg.
Eggs.
Oh, it works.
Are we moving on to the next topic now?
Sure.
I've just been skimming through like this entire document trying to find that one specific bit.
Let's okay.
And
Let's
I just meanwhile I've seen like several retracted just in big bold letters across the pages
Just no.
because this thing was absolute bollocks.
you mean? Oh, with the topic?
It's no this study,
Oh,
which oh my god, it was like it's horrendous.
well
Just a load of
anyway,
garbage.
what
I
is
mean,
the
like not
topic
just
that you
because
want
like
to?
it like this like it's like the results are bullshit, because what they put the subjects through,
Oh
who are
no.
all supposed to be like these autistic kids, but some of them weren't even autistic.
What were they like normal kids?
Normal.
You know what? That's the funny thing because they actually used the word normal, if I remember correctly.
No,
Wow.
no. Gotta take my normal pills, guys. Hold on.
Hold on, guys. I need to take my meth.
I felt
Just take my
bad.
methamphetamine.
Like
My
I don't
gas
know.
pill.
Normal is just a word that's used wrong for like years. Normal is just
Mission,
Yep.
used wrong,
vaccination.
like completely. Like
Normal
normal is like
doesn't
what you
exist.
make
It
it.
only exists for each person. They have their own normal.
Exactly.
Ooh, those are some gross images.
Oh no.
They're normal. He's looking at normal
Ew, the
people.
human body.
Human body. I love the human body.
The human
I'm the
body.
human
You don't
body.
have a
I like
human
the
body?
external
You
of
don't
the
even
human
have
body. I
one?
do not like the internal of the human body.
I'm human
Yeah,
body.
it's hard to look at.
Because you're not supposed to see the insides on the outside.
Yeah, that's the whole point of having skin.
So we're
That's why they're
Shockingly,
on
I
the
know.
inside.
so we're right.
All
Do we want to ever like on the podcast? We're
right,
gonna.
um,
Oh yeah. What do you have to?
let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna steal the topics now because it's time for my second topic, which is a story of my youth.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm just gonna send this article.
You can send it first if you want.
No, no, you guys can just like I can just send the doc.
It's
Oh no.
okay, it's okay, Alex.
I'm
Let's
gonna kill
let's
myself.
let's hear it. Let's go on over it.
No!
No, just keep going. You guys can look at this
All right.
later.
So when I was young, I was diagnosed with ADHD and Tourette's and ODD and like a mountain of things. I did not have diagnosed autism yet. I got diagnosed at 16. But this is slightly important because some behaviors of children with ADHD and stuff like that can be like seen as annoying to some people sometimes, right?
Yes.
So I was a little kid. I was probably like I was either 8 or 12, somewhere in between those ages. Like it can't have been much sooner or much later. And my mom worked at United Airlines, which is an airline company. And because of this, she'd been working there so long since like before I was born. We would get free airplane rides sometimes. Not like paid for everything, but if there was extra seats, we could just get on the plane too. So this would mean that we wouldn't end up sitting together as a family. And this is where the annoying part comes in. I'm a tiny little child, and I'm seated next to some random people. And when I was young, and still pretty much true to this day, I am an absolute chatterbox, and my interests are varied. So I got onto a plane next to these two dudes once, and I saw one of them had a Game Boy, and so it began.
Oh no.
I was like,
Hey, Mister, you
"That's a
got
real
game?
Game Boy?
Hey,
That's a
Mister,
real
you got
Game
games on your
Boy?
phone?
I've never seen a real Game Boy before." They let me play it. They were super nice. I have no idea how annoying I was back then, right? And we ended up talking about Garfield for like 2 hours.
You made their day. I
Yes,
want you to know
Garfield.
that. You brought up
Yes.
Garfield. You made their
And
day.
when we were getting off the plane, my mom was like, "I'm so sorry." He
What?
talks a lot, and then the guy was just like, "No, it's great. It's fine." It
That
was a
literally,
delight.
you probably made their day. Just bringing
Garfield
up
is
Garfield.
Garfield
But
is
here's
an
the thing.
international
This
sign of
happened multiple
peace.
times with multiple different people.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
One time
No.
I got a girl's number, like, because that's how friendly I was. I would get people's numbers. I never ended up calling it,
Uh,
but I got someone's number, and not in like a "hey, call me" way. It was just like, "Oh, you're so fun to talk to." I was like, "Oh, let's stay in contact forever."
Yeah. I, that's an embarrassing child story I just thought of.
Well, go for
explain.
it.
Uh, I have ADHD, and I was diagnosed pretty early on, I must say. But I and I'm also like I like to keep to myself, but nowadays, but like back then and even now, once I start talking, I don't stop, and I stutter a lot, and
You stutter?
I also tend to like actually stutter or stammer. I don't remember which one it is.
I think it's
Both.
stutter. I don't think I've ever heard
I
you
do a little
stutter.
bit. I do a little bit of both.
A little bit
I
of
do a little
both.
trolling.
We do a little strong, but and I tend to my brain tends to diverge into separate topics easily. So I suck at telling stories. In fact, it's taking me a lot to. Oh no, I'm diverging now. No,
No.
no.
Shake the
It's
boat.
too
Uh,
powerful.
it's. But anyways, back on track. Uh, I'd also be very. I'd also like was very friendly and whatnot. But
Like to the point where
and
like your parents would be like, "No, those are strangers," right? You'd be like, "What do you mean?
sometimes yes,
The world's in open
but
hands."
but I was more like oh what's that? I like the kind of ADHD where I have to like I'm very inquisitive.
Did you have to like run around and grab things like, "Whoa, I gotta touch that"?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
And
I get
and
that.
my dad has like spent like most of my life just telling me not to touch things. In fact, like
Yeah.
nowadays he'll just like we'll walk into a store and he's like, "Now Adam, now you, uh, don't touch anything." And I will, and I'll just look at him and be like, "Yes, you've told me this many times."
You're
Wrap
like,
everything in the
"Yes,
And
rice.
I
then and
understand."
then and
The
then I
moment
will
he turns
go
around, you
and touch
slap a bag of
something.
rice.
And then I will just go. I will just wander off and grab a bottle and be like, "Hey, Dad, look what I found."
There.
Like
Look what
the,
I found.
it's like someone's
He tells me,
ashes in a vase.
he'll tell me, he'll remind me, and then I'll give the teenager response, and then completely forget what he said. Anyways, and I've never been in a romantic relationship in my life, and uh, I recently found out that apparently there were a lot of girls that were into me when I was younger, but I was just too oblivious.
You were just like too focused on literally everything else and how cool the world is.
No, I just thought they were. Well, yes, that, but I also probably thought they were just being real good friends
Wow,
and
that's so nice
or
of you.
just not noticing. And I also had like all my life I've like had this anxiety in my head like it's like how can I tell if someone's my friend or if they're just being nice to me?
Oh yeah. I was
And that has
unable
been
to even like conceive that. I just thought everyone was my friend, and then everyone who was like my actual friend was my best friend.
yeah, and but I'd still be like friendly. And there was only like one and there was like the first person that I actually thought to myself, yes, this is my friend was this guy named Kevin. Kevin was like a twink. I will say I'm not gay. Uh but and not even gay for Kevin. The only person I've had like uh even like considered experimenting that's for exploring that sort of thing with was this one kid, Aiden Glass, who I both adored and hated.
Mm.
I have child
And that's
story I would like to share.
yes, please do.
I have never been on a plane, and I've never been on like anything like that to go on a trip. So I have nothing to relate to the plane story, but I have Nick's story. We'll come back.
Have you ever been outside of the country, Nicaragua?
No. haven't.
I've been to outside the country. I've been to Mexico, but I remember absolutely nothing about it.
I've been to Mexico too, but Nick, what are you gonna say?
So basically, the farthest I've ever been to is like Six Flags. It's like, yeah, I would say that's the farthest drive I've ever been on. Like an hour from where I used to be. No, like 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours. And
3 hours?
originally, I was like 14, 15 at the time. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. These are like my two best friends at the time. I'm like, oh, we're gonna go to Six Flags. His dad wanted a thing, so we can all go for free. So I went, yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Free. It was really cool. But that's the thing. I thought I was going to Great Adventure, which is 10 minutes, like 10 to 20 minutes away from where I lived. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tell my mom I'm gonna go to Great Adventure, which is 20 minutes away from my house. And she would have been like, yes. And she was like, yes. I'm 3 hours in the drive. I'm like, huh. This is really far
Taking
than
longer
usual. But then I finally asked, I'm like, where the hell are we going? And they're like, oh, we're going to Six Flags. I'm like, oh. That happened.
Mom!
And so
Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
oh, that's not even it. What we're not even there yet. We're like in line because if you've ever been to Six Flags, if not, it takes forever to get in. They need to check.
I've never
if
been
you
to
have
Six
Yeah,
Flags.
my brother's
pat you
a
down and
poster
everything.
enthusiast. He loves talking about those things.
It's it's annoying for like I've never been to like a situation like that because obviously I've never been to the airport. I've never been patted down before or anything like that. But they're like they pat you down. They open up your book bag, everything. They make you open your pockets. They check everywhere.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, I've never been in a
Why?
situation like this before. And then I get a call from my mom after we're getting done patted down. I'm like, hello. And she's like, so first of all, she's like, are you enjoying your time there? I'm like, oh, I need to tell you, I'm at Six Flags. And she's like, you're at what? And I'm just like,
We're not even in here.
yeah, I'm kind of just like, yeah, I don't know how, I don't know how this happened, but I'm here now. And she's like, okay, it's okay, it's okay. Just call me in like a half an hour. I didn't call her in a half an hour. I got home at like 9 o'clock at night, and she's like, how did you get the Six Flags? I'm like, they drove me. She's like, how did you pay for Six Flags? I'm like, they paid for it. And then she's like, oh, okay, this happened. And then like for like at least 3 days, she's like, every day she's like, so what'd you do there? Like getting a little bit more from like the story of how I got the Six Flags, not what I did at Six Flags, just the plot of the Six Flags, the journey of Six Flags.
The Six Flags incident.
Yeah.
Well, how did that happen?
Every day she would just ask me like, when did you realize you were going to Six Flags? And like I had
You were like way too late.
Every day I answered like differently because I'm like, huh, this is how this is like. Every day when I would think more into it, I'm like, huh, I really didn't think this through, did I? I kind of just said I'm going here, and they were like, okay, but I didn't ever explain where we really were going. I honestly, I don't have the text, but I'm pretty sure I said it was Six Flags. But when I said it to my parents, we were both like, oh, okay, yeah, you said Great Adventure, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to Great Adventure, knowing damn well I said Six Flags. Yeah, that's.
I've got an airport story that my grandmother told me about myself.
For that, so I can use the bathroom.
Of course.
Oh.
Yes. Pause the stream. Pause the podcast.
Yes.
Use your powers. Use your enemies.
Oh, there we go. We're back.
Filter begin podcast once again.
I bring the burp to start podcast after gap.
All right. Story time.
And in the meantime, I got sad with existentialism. That's what my ADHD does to me now. It just gives me existential crises.
We'll talk about sad dead pet stories on the next podcast.
Yes, please.
Because I have some of those too. But first, the story my nan told me about me was the first time I went on a plane without my mom. It was me and my twin and my nana, and we were going to visit my cousin who lives in Saskatchewan.
Where's that?
That's just another place in Canada.
Oh.
So
Kind of just.
we were going through the TSA, right? And they were like patting us down, whatever. And usually this wouldn't happen. And I had been to the airport many times before, so I wasn't used to this. Usually they wouldn't pull anybody to the side and then scan them with the metal beep beep thing.
Oh.
So I didn't know what it
Well-
was. So they pulled my nan to the side and started scanning her with that. And apparently I got all like puffed up and I was tiny. I went up and I was just like, "What are you doing to my nana?" And apparently the person, like the TSA agent, like started reaching into her pocket for like a taser or something. And my nana was like, "Oh my god, Shannon, no."
Wait, you're like child.
Yeah, I
And
was a
like,
child.
what?
Wait a
My nan
minute.
was like,
This
"No,
is
no,
an.
Shannon, it's okay." And I was like, "Don't you do anything to my nana." And I was always like that, like really pushy. But just she said it was the cutest thing. I was just like, "Don't touch my nana."
I like to imagine like this a little like munchkin, and then like
That's exactly what it was
big-
probably like. And I've always been like really, really skinny too, so I wasn't even like lightly threatening. I looked like a twig.
that's what I'm saying though. It's like there's like little munchkin and like big beefy like like security guard man with taser.
Well, it was a woman actually.
Oh wait, did you have like one of like the big woman like like the big woman like it's like a stereotypical
Giant
thing.
lady.
Yeah,
at
it was
an
a
airport.
bigger woman. I think if I remember correctly.
That's like the stereotypical like airport workers. Like, because I've never been to
Yeah.
an airport, so I don't know if it's true. But like every movie just has like the stereotypical overweight like worker there.
Yeah,
Is it real?
I don't remember much, but my nan said she was like a bit of a bigger woman and that she like reached for her pocket to tase a small child.
I'm gonna imagine she's like.
She sounds like an
all
American,
size.
like a true American.
Yeah, well, I didn't get tased. My nan managed to calm me down. So there's that.
It makes it.
We need to go back.
I used to be
in time for
a
that.
twig myself, but now I'm chunky tamale man.
I have always been skinny.
But I want to be skinny again.
I've always
I
had
used
a
to have
fast
body. I used to
metabolium,
have
but my
body
doctor
image
said I
issues
eat
about
peanut butter
how
more.
skinny I was, but now I have body issues about how much fat I have. Uh, it's- oh, but the positive side is I look lighter than I actually am.
Ooh.
Explain.
So I look so I probably look about average weight for my age, but in reality I'm just like 180.
Easy got hidden muscles.
I don't have muscles. I'm
Yeah,
feeling my
I'm
arm
like
right now.
112.
Yeah, there is
I'm very
absolutely no
small.
muscle in there.
I think I'm, like,
Literally, all that has
130.
changed is how much
I'm
fat is
long
there.
and small.
I'm very short.
I am.
I'm 5'6". How tall are you?
Oh, you're taller than me.
I am.
I'm 5'5".
I'm I'm close to what my dad is. I think my dad is like
7'11".
6 something, or I don't remember where. He was close to 6, and I'm close to what his height is.
I am the shortest in every group, and I was hoping that I was average height with everybody in here, but I'm the shortest.
How tall are you, Nick?
5'11". But I said 5'11". 5'5".
5
I'm
what?
11, so shut the fuck.
I am short.
5'5"?
5'11". Yeah. I'm
Wait a
5'5".
minute, little baby man, little baby man, little
You're taller
baby
than my
man.
friend Olivia, who's the exact height of Super Mario.
How tall is Super Mario?
5'1".
Is he actually?
Yeah.
I thought Mario was at least a calm 5'5".
Nope.
Really?
5'1".
I'm taller than
Yeah,
Mario.
and Luigi's
I used to-
I think Luigi's 5'7", and then the princess is like 5'11", I think.
Wow, I always thought Luigi was
I-
like 6 foot and like Mario's like 5'5".
No, they're tiny. They're little guys.
They're
Makes
very
sense.
short people. I used to know my my height in the metric system, which means absolutely nothing to me because I'm an American.
Yeah.
That's what's funny about it.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm short by the standards of my school.
What are you?
There's a lot of tall people around.
Wait, how tall are you then?
I don't know, 5 something.
Yeah, we're just gonna say
You're probably
6
like
foot.
5'11".
I'm
or
on the
something.
upper end of 5,
Hmm.
I'm the exact
if I
middle.
remember correctly.
I'm considered very
Haha,
short.
Nick's small. Nick Small,
Every
Little baby man.
little baby man,
Little baby man. Little baby man.
You
We
being a
should
little
not
Gunter
start
is
talking
so
about
I
fitting
that.
now.
like to be a little baby man. I get to like.
I
big
used to
little
be the
man.
short. I used to be so small. I used to be like the shortest in the family, and
That's the thing. I'm the shortest out of my
everyone would call
siblings.
me What did everyone call me? I don't remember what everyone. Oh, they called me Shorty.
Shorty.
Shorty like a melody in my head.
Shorty. Uh, and my sister, what she used to do when I was still shorter than her, was she'd put her elbow on my head.
Oh, you got protagonist.
Shardy, like a melody.
Shorty like a melody.
Damn, Shardy. I almost
Damn, Shardy,
recreated
nice
the
ass.
Shardy joke by accident in one of my friend groups, and I caught myself in the middle of it. I was like, "No, I'm not making that. I'm not birthing that joke.
I'm not going to be the bearer of the curse.
I will not cause this to happen."
I used to hate being
Not
like,
again.
What was even my original topic?
I'm more contemplating on the short things. I like how the short is going. I like the short.
Oh yeah, right. Anyways, I remember. I'm going back. I'm going back along the trail of the original story. Anyways, I was very short and I was very skinny, and when I had learned someone was scared of me, I found that hilarious.
I've never understood the point of people being scared of each other. That's like the strangest thing to me.
Oh, I was
It makes
very
sense in my head.
intimidating and bossy. So people would be scared of me if they like knew me and like had been aggressive towards anyone I cared about. Because
Oh
I
no,
have like the scare of death.
I don't have that. I'm a very I'm a very introverted and very nervous person.
I'm just
The fact
tiny.
that
I'm an
anyone is
introvert, but like in
be
the
scared of me
aggressive,
is
don't fucking talk to
baffling.
me way.
I mean, I can get pissy, but and I can make things happen. I can make people
Get stuff
disappear.
done.
I see the reason I like being short is for like purely for the reason that like I'm like the little like starter Pokemon that everyone carries around with them while I hang out with my groups. I
That's
like to
beautiful.
imagine I'm like the Chimchar that follows people around, or like
That's
the
amazing.
Oshawott. Like you guys know like a Gunter in like Adventure
Yeah,
Time like
you're a little
follows
guy.
hang around. That's kind of how like I feel, especially because I don't know what it is about every group I know. This is probably the first time a group isn't like in the 6 foot range, or like we have close to that, but like every group I'm in, people average like 6 foot to like 6'11".
Good God,
So I'm just
too
like
tall.
I'm just a little Gunter walking around.
Little guy. Have
I've
fun
been
hitting your heads on door frames, idiots.
I've been like carried by like my friend before, like my 6'11" friend who's like the whiff of a Shaq, and I mean like Shaq is the human Shaq, and he like he's carried me in his hands. And I just stood there.
Human check?
You know Shaq, the basketball player?
No, but human check?
Yeah.
Is there a different check that is not human?
Oh, when I said
Don't
Shaq,
look
I
up
originally
furry
thought you might have
Shaq.
took it as like a Shaq as like the a shack in the backyard.
Yeah.
That's why I said human Shaq. But I should have said Shaquille O'Neal. But anyway, he carried
Too much
me.
words.
Exactly.
Not enough Shaq.
We need more Shaq on the podcast.
More Pod Shaq.
I was carried in
Shaq.
his hands. Like he literally put his hands on the floor and I stood on them because he has big hands. Big hands.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
And he picked me
You
up.
met
I-
Shaquille O'Neal?
I was always the skinny one out of my friends, so my friends would just like carry me sometimes.
He's big, right? Like I can't. That's the weirdest thing with him. Like he's like 6'9" at least, or 6'8", and he's like
Oh, 6'9", hot, nice.
funny number.
Oh, 6'9".
Nice.
When you're
Oh, funny
tall,
number.
are you fat or like are you skinny? Because like obviously I'm skinny in terms of like 5'5", but like if you're tall and like naturally tall people are usually like I guess a little bit bulkier than a skinnier guy, but that to them that's skinny. So like he wasn't built, but like that was his skinny, and he picked me up with both of his hands and held me in the air for as long as he could.
That's so small you were.
And then he just went the small has risen.
The small.
And it's one of my favorite things because he dropped me in the sand after.
I'm thinking about it now. I think I might have my numbers mixed up.
What do you mean? Are you taller?
We're no, I think we're close to 6 and somewhere in 5.
What do you mean?
The actual height
Oh, okay.
of me and my dad.
Oh, so
I
are
think
you
my dad's
taller?
like 2. I'm almost as tall as my dad, but I'm not quite. I'm taller than all the rest of my immediate family,
Hmm.
and I feel very happy about that because I spent my entire life being called Shorty.
It's like not anymore.
I like being the small one. I like how people
I,
look
I,
at me
I
and like I'm tiny.
my dad is 5'9". He just texted me,
So are you superior?
You're dead
so
short.
somewhere under there, but but pretty close.
I only date
You're
6 foot
probably a
guys.
bit shorter than my brother. I'd say. You're probably 5'8".
Wait, isn't your brother younger than you? Or like,
Yeah, but he's tall. He's
oh,
like 5'11",
he's
5'12".
gifted.
How old are you again?
I'm 20.
No, not.
That's, I was about to say that's such a rude question.
I don't fucking
I'm talking
care.
to you, Nick.
Oh, excuse me. Oh,
Well,
wait, you said tall or
excuse
old?
me, princess.
I'm 18. I think that was the question.
Yeah.
No, how tall?
Oh, tall? 5'5". I'm a midget.
I'm taller still.
I
Good.
like to. I purposely waddle, like when I'm with my friends, is like so they notice me when I'm on the ground. Because
I
they have to
attribute
look
my
down
height.
at me.
It's actually really cute.
They have to look down at me because I'm so short. I like it though. That's like, I'm not complaining. Because it's like whenever we have conversations, they're like they sometimes they kneel and I'm like, you were kneeling before me, and it makes me feel powerful.
It makes me the all-powerful Gunther.
And then they stand up straight. It's like, oh, now you're big. You're like 4 me's.
You think you're Mr. Big Man. You're just like say goodbye to your kneecaps.
They're just tall, and
The
it's
stinky
like,
man
oh,
is
I
twitchy.
hate being. I used to hate being short, but then one day I'm like, oh, I'm just a small one, and now I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm skinny for my size. Like, I don't know if I just have big hands or really thin arms, but I can like put my fingers around my wrist and like touch all of them except for my pinky.
What do you mean?
I got a
Oh no,
small
I can't
wrist.
do that.
Wait, explain. I'm stupid. How does that work?
You know, okay, imagine you look at your wrist and
Uh-huh.
imagine you like put a bracelet on that.
Uh-huh.
So now try to like become your hand like your other hand to become the bracelet.
Uh-huh.
Usually with your middle finger and your thumb.
Uh-huh.
I can do that like halfway down my forearm
I can make
before
it
it
to my
like
knuckles, my thumb.
becomes hard.
Ow, ow.
Yeah, I can
Don't,
make it to my
don't hurt
knuckles.
yourself.
No, the stinky old man.
Wait, is that
cut off.
bad? I can go like all the way to my knuckles. Like around.
I can't even get half. There's like a.
I can do that
st-
if I hold my hand correctly.
There's almost like a centimeter
You
of
guys
space
crack your
there.
hands on command. Actually, let's go.
Break my bones on command.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be our last subject of the podcast for today. So let's get into
No,
the
I
weirdest
mean,
thing. Does anybody have any weird talents they can do?
I'm very
I
sneaky.
can do it backwards. I could do a backwards somersault.
Really?
Yeah, because I was too stupid as a kid to realize everyone was into gymnastics, and I was like, I want to learn how to do a somersault to start, and I didn't realize until I successfully did it backwards that I was like, that was the wrong way.
Oh.
I can also write backwards, which is also something I did as a child. The teacher had to smack a piece of tape to tell me to write in the right direction.
I used to do something similar. I used to write with my left hand till I reached the middle of my paper, and then swap to my right hand,
Oh my god,
Where are you?
that's
What do
amazing.
you call it with
and
the
then I
hands?
started all over with the next line,
Are
and
you
it
the hand thing
confounded my
you can use
teachers.
both hands?
Hmm?
Yeah, it's ambidextrous.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm not ambidextrous anymore,
Oh,
which sucks.
we learn it.
Also, I'd like to attribute to my absolute bambino-ness, that the fact that I am so sneaky.
Hmm.
Like
I
said,
can also play
last time.
Megalovania on almost anything. Oh, I have one last talent. I got really long toes, so I can pick up things with my feet.
Oh,
I
do
can
that-
also
I
pick
do
up a
that
lot
all
of
the
things with
time.
my feet.
I have clown feet. Let's talk about
Quite
feet,
commonly-
boys. This is the feet top. The feet top.
Oh no, I don't want to talk about feet. I fucking
Let's
hate
talk about feet. Yeah, let's talk about feet.
I
Yeah.
fucking hate
Everyone's
feet.
foot.
I have the opposite of a foot fetish. If I see feet and I'm like in a certain mood, I'm like, fuck no, get that
Feet are
shit out of
disgusting
here.
to see. Feet are disgusting to see. I can agree with this.
Yeah.
Feet
Why?
are weird to me.
What? How big's everyone's foot? Let's go.
I don't hate feet. I just find feet odd.
I'm a woman size 10/11. My family got big feet.
I'm 10 of 11 too. What is your
We're seeing
foot?
this image. I
Explain.
need to
You're
find
the
it
only
again.
one left.
We need money, please, bro, please. Please, bro, bro, please.
We
We need subscribers, please.
If we get 100 subscribers, we're gonna start a Christian Minecraft
We'll show you
server.
feet pics if we get 2,000 subscribers.
Nick will do a face reveal
By the way,
finally
I'm keeping
on
this in the
stream.
podcast.
Please do. Please show your face on stream. Please.
No.
Please.
Show
I will
face
give you
on-
2
No.
cookies.
2 cookies?
2 whole cookies. You should have been there for for that stream.
I'm gonna. Okay.
I was there.
Words.
You were?
Wait, today?
I thought. Oh, today? Damn it.
Yeah, today.
I should mention real quick
We
for the
kept
people
we kept
listening.
trying to bribe him to get him to show his face.
I will not show my face ever.
My final offer was like 2 cookies and a meeting with William T. Afton himself
I
and
refuse.
for in exchange for a piece of chin.
No.
One piece of chin.
And you neither accepted nor denied it.
I did not. I denied completely.
Damn.
So
Well, I
Gotta
guess
keep
I'll
your
just have to
options
mug
open.
you.
I should
I
mention
guess I'll
this
have-
real quick for the podcast. Everyone in here
Mug,
has-
like your face. Oh.
Hmm?
Everybody in the podcast, by the way, all 3 of us, you know, me and everyone else, we all have our things that we do. If you want to check us out, I have a Twitch and a YouTube. Fritz has a YouTube.
Put a
and
link in the
Twitter.
description.
Asparagus has a Twitter, I believe. Do you have anything else that we should mention for now?
Newgrounds, but I don't post on that much.
Newgrounds.
Yeah.
It's all gonna be in the
I
description.
got the YouTubes and the Twitters.
Yeah, mostly those we have.
It's
Yeah.
mostly Twitter for me.
I'm mostly Twitch.
I have 97 mental illnesses and am banned from most public spaces.
I have committed 37 war crimes and I'm banned from most of Europe.
I consumed the entire child. Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe, and check us out on other
Alexander, you look at
platforms, because
Jake
we're
Fo is
fine.
doing do it to that job.